Hello students, today we can start our new chapter, chapter number 10, Motion and Measurement of Distances. Okay, we know that we came to school by various vehicles, isn't it? We come from home to school by different types of vehicles and we will travel different type of distances, isn't it? While we coming from home to our school, it is a small distance. Then we go from home to a Kozhikode town. We can see that the distance will be more. So we will use various vehicles for traveling through these distances. Okay, in the early stages, it has been used various vehicles, and now also different types of vehicles are using. So we can see what are the development that has been obtained in the transportation of various distances. Okay, so for traveling small distances, we can use two-wheelers such as scooters and all. Before that, we can classify our transportation into different modes. Let us see which are the three types of transportation. Okay, in the early stages, everyone has been used bullock carts, horse carts, boats, etc. for traveling different distances. And in the present situation, we can see that we will use advanced vehicles for traveling. Okay, the different modes of transportation can be divided into three main categories. First of all, land transport, okay, then water transport, then air transport. There are three types of transport. Now let us see about the land transport. Land transport means transport through roads and land. Okay, so it is the transportation of goods or passengers on roads. We can see buses, trains, lorries, etc. for covering different distances. So first of all, for moving small distances, we can use bike and scooters. Okay, then for more distance, we can use car. Car is a vehicle in road transport. Then we can use taxi car. We always call the taxi for moving from one distance to another. So we are watching different vehicles for transportation on road. When we use truck, lorries, etc. for carrying the load or okay, and this can be traveled a long distance and it will carry heavy loads. And commonly we are using the transport such as bus, isn't it? Everyone has been traveled in bus and all. So there are various vehicles that can be used for the transportation on road. So then what is for traveling long distance, what type of transportation we are using on land? Yes, it is train. Okay, we can see now electric train like metro also have been developed. So we can use train for long distance traveling. So that is also a vehicle that include in road transportation. Okay, or land transportation. That is the first mode of transportation. And the first full-scale working railway steam locomotive was built in the United Kingdom in 1804. Fast moving train was invented in United Kingdom by Richard Treadwick. Okay, and now we can move to the water transport. We will see before moving small distances and all, we will use small boats. Okay, it is the transportation of goods and passengers on water. Okay, by moving through water, we will use it. Water transport is the cheapest and oldest mode of transportation. It is where we require really small money for transporting through this water medium, and also it is an easy medium for transportation. Normally, everyone sailors use ship for carrying the loads and passengers from one place to another. You have been seen various ships for carrying passengers as well as loads. Okay, so that we can see oil is transported in various ships from one country to another. Okay, so various luggages can be transported by using this ship. Okay, you have been seen that there are various types of ships for the transportation of these goods and passengers, and it is very easy for transporting through water, and it will be cheap as well as it is the oldest method for transportation. Now we can look at air transport. Okay, air transport means the traveling through air. The main it is a transportation of goods or passengers by air. Okay, so the first vehicle that we travel through air is aeroplane. For traveling a long distance, we can use aeroplane, and we can go from one country to another. You are very familiar with this aeroplane. Okay, so that we can go from different countries in a little time. It only takes a little time for the transportation. And aeroplanes were invented by Wright Brothers. Okay, aeroplane first has been invented by Wright Brothers, and the place from which aeroplanes take off and land is known as airport. Okay, so from airport, the plane is flying and coming, landing. Okay, then for smaller distance, we can use helicopter. Helicopter for traveling, we can use for small distances. Also, we can say that for some people use air balloons for traveling short distances. These are used for enjoyment purpose and tours. Okay, and we can see that these astronauts use spaceships and rockets for traveling from Earth to space, and as well as from Earth to other planets also. And this is the first aircraft that has been designed, and the first person who has been traveled in the space jet. So now there are three modes of transportation: land transportation, water transportation, and air transportation. And you have been seen the vehicles in land transportation as car, bus, train, etc. In water, ship, boat, etc. In air, aeroplane, helicopters, etc. So these are the various vehicles that has been used for different modes of transportation. So we can say that there are three modes of transportation. So transportation by using various vehicles, we can cover various distances, and we can go from one place to